Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be having a look in another brown box from Ubiquiti. This is the USW PRO 48 POE. It's the full all port active generation 2 48 port POE switch. Not going to be a big technical overview, but we'll show you what's in the box. This is the unit itself, which we'll have a look at in a moment. You're going to get a couple of meters of power cable. IEC connector at that end. You can see we're in Australia, so a normal Australian 3-pin connector there. You are going to get a little get started guide, not much more than a couple of QR codes in a plastic wrap for you. You are going to get your 2 rack ears, there we go, there, and you are then going to get your rack nuts and screws and some feet if you want to mount this on the desk, and the screws to mount those rack ears. Then to the unit itself. Alright, so the full output of this unit is 600 watts. Let me just lift that up so you can have a good look. It's quite a deep unit, pretty solid. There we go. You will notice across the top here we have, same with all of these new generation switches, they have small air intake slots. The air can be sucked across the back of these. They are very, very quiet in running, and part of that is the way they've developed the airflow across the front, and you'll see the slots there at the back as well. All right, so up on this side here, we have our small LCD control panel. Does show us some of the stats. We can cycle through with that. It is touch sensitive. Then we have our first 40 ports. These support POE plus, so 48 volt POE. Remember, on these Gen 2 units you can't do 24 volts, they only run 48 volts. Then in your last 8 ports up at this end here, all right, this is BT, the POE plus power, so you can on power more heavy devices, maybe some of the cameras like the PTZ, the Ubiquiti PTZ, or another switch or something like that. Then right up here at the end, hold that up for you there. There you have 4 10 gig SFP transceiver ports ready for you to fill whatever you would like. No side cooling. You can see on the back here we have our air intakes in the same way as we did at the front. Obviously our single power in on this side, and then over here is our RPS connector. Remember, the redundant power system, it's not a UPS, but this is ability to have a second power supply connected if you like, which will obviously carry on in the instance that this power fails. So hopefully that's been useful. There's 600 watts of total power in there, 40 ports of POE, 40 ports of POE plus, 8 ports of POE plus, 4 ports of 10 gig SFPs. So hopefully that's been useful. Do head on over to our YouTube channel. We've got loads more box openings on wireless networking and firewalling devices. Stay up to date, so do subscribe. You'll find some great how-to guides, how to set up your Unify network, what do I need to run Unify Protect, and many other things about how to configure firewalls and everything else as well. So hopefully that's been useful. This is the USW PRO 48 POE.